I wake up and I'm extremely tired. I'm a night owl, and so I wake up at 6 a.m. My job requires me to wake up early, and I'm so groggy. And I'm groggy for the first couple hours, and then by the time I'm waking up, I'm already at work, and then I'm really reactive, and people are placing demands on me, and the students have a lot of requests, and I need to be on, and I need to be professional. And it just feels like I hit the ground running, and it's so chaotic and stressful. And then it leads me to not really enjoy my days that much, and I come home and I need to decompress. I feel exhausted, and that hangs on for several hours. And then finally at about 7 o'clock, I'm starting to feel myself again. You know, the night owl part of me starts kicking in, and I start thinking like, oh, I should do something fun. I should watch a movie. I should do something for myself. You know, it's been like a really stressful day. I need to do something for myself. So then I stay up late. Boom, next day, alarm clock goes off, and we do it again. And this phenomenon is called revenge sleep procrastination. So the way the cycle goes is you have a day that's really stressful, you feel anxious, for whatever reason, it's very demanding and it's emotionally taxing. So you come home at night and you want to get revenge, so to speak, on the bad day, or maybe some retribution. You kind of, you want to do something for yourself. You want to even the score. So you stay up late, and then you kind of +1 to whatever feeling you were feeling the previous day. So because you stayed up late, it's a +1 to the tired, +1 to the anxious, and it's just a cycle that really repeats itself. So what a lot of people do is they say, okay, you know what? We need to set some rituals around nighttime. Okay, I'm going to set an alarm to go off at 7 p.m. to tell me to start winding down. I'm not going to have any screen time past a certain time. I'm going to have a progressive dimmer. I'm not going to have any unnatural light. I'm only going to have natural light in the house. You know, there's all these things to try to make yourself tired and to try to go to bed earlier. But by that point, you're just treating a symptom of the actual problem, because the problem didn't start with you staying up late. That's just a symptom of the overall problem. So you shouldn't try to stop going to bed so early. That's not where you should try to be troubleshooting. Where you have to be troubleshooting is the day itself. It's kind of a chicken or the egg scenario. And the reason that you wanted to stay up late in the first place is because the day sucked. I mean, just to put it plainly, maybe you don't like your job, whatever the reason. And so that is where you have to go troubleshooting. So I want to talk about some ideas, and I'll start with easiest and maybe least impactful, and I'll go to more difficult to implement and most impactful. So the first one that I'll address is incorporating more fun during your day. You know, just think about your regular day. So you have to commute to work. Okay, how could your commute to work be more fun? For me, that's biking, it's listening to music that I love or podcasts that I love. It gives me some outside time, maybe getting a coffee on the way to work, or, a tea maybe is healthier. And so I think it's a matter of not sorting your day into work, obligations, unfun, stressful things in the morning and fun things at night. You need to take a paintbrush and kind of blur those things together so that you feel like, when 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock hits at night, wow, today was a good day. Today was a full day. It's not that I don't need to run from the morning. I don't need to add things in because they're already there. So the second thing is that a lot of people feel that there's a lot of demands placed on them, maybe from their kids or their spouse or their coworkers or clients. And as soon as they wake up, they feel like they have to be on, and you're just very reactive to the demands of other people. So this is something that people have to, it's a hard pill to swallow, but you have to accept that to some extent you created that dynamic in your life by not having boundaries with your kids or your relationship or your coworkers or at work. Boundaries are a very important thing. And I don't think people talk about work boundaries enough, but I had to come to the realization that work is not my life. My real life starts when I get home from work. And I didn't used to see it that way. My whole identity was work. And so when you see work as your real life and your everything, you respond to people's demands. And so I think there are certain boundaries, like don't be checking email if it's not work hours. For some people, they're like, oh no, I have to do it, I'll get fired or whatever. But you have to think about if it really is causing you stress, then you don't want that to be part of your day. I don't have any kids, but a lot of people will say that waking up an hour earlier than their kids do is really impactful, to just not wake up and immediately have demands being placed on them. If at night people are not placing demands on you, but in the morning they are, it's going to make you not like the mornings and not want to. So it's kind of a overhauling of your boundaries. And the third thing, which is definitely the most difficult to implement, is you need to think about, do you need to actually make some significant changes in your job or in your home life? Significant, not just boundaries, but maybe getting rid of something altogether. One of the biggest contributors to revenge sleep procrastination is not liking work the next day. As soon as you go to sleep, you know that the next thing you have to do is go to work. And for some people, that is just mind-numbingly depressing. Making that kind of change is massive. That's why I listed it last. It absolutely is a very difficult change. It's one that I've been working on exit ramping for several years because I know I need to make a change. It's a long-term change. It's not something that for most people they can do overnight. I'm trying to do kind of those same things, trying to blur these lines of fun and work and trying to get rid of the stress that work brings sometimes. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Bye.